The robber stopped right at the knife seller and took out a knife from his pocket to threaten and rob him. The superhero, driving right behind, stopped to observe and then stepped on the gas pedal. The car sped away carrying the robber with it. A superhero accidentally discovered a restaurant robbery and decided to rescue it. Pretending to be a passerby, the superhero was immediately caught by the robber guarding outside. The robber threatened and began to question him. The superhero immediately struggled with the robber. With his expertise, the superhero gained the upper hand. The robber had to pay the price. The rest ran away. On the way back home, a superhero was waiting for a group of robbers in a car. Two of them got out and pointed guns at the superhero to rob him. The superhero quickly escaped the siege. It seemed like everything was over. The robbers got in the car and left, but then there were continuous explosions, the sound of broken glass. It turned out the superhero had turned back to attack the robbers. The robbers quickly backed up, but the car was already broken and smoking. The superheroes attacked one after another, and the robbers abandoned the car and ran away. It was a heavy defeat. With his face covered, entered a convenience store and announced the robbery. After shouting loudly and threatening the robber, he still failed to achieve his goal. He took out a sharp knife from his pocket and continuously knocked on the counter, but the superhero was still not afraid. With no other choice, the robber climbed over the counter, pointed a knife at the superhero, and threatened to keep him away. The robber directly opened the cash register drawer and began to collect money. In a moment of distraction, the superhero took the opportunity to hug and wrestle the robber, grabbed the knife and restrained him. The robber struggled with his remaining strength and ran Superhero has a free day with his son eating ice cream at a roadside stall. Suddenly, two men with their faces covered appeared, holding weapons in their hands. With his expertise, the superhero knew they were robbers and immediately stood up and took up arms to fight them. The son was extremely surprised and delighted with his father's ability, continuing to eat the unfinished ice cream. A robber wearing a helmet and holding a gun entered a billiard hall, threatened the people inside and robbed them, then turned to the cashier and forced her to give him her bag of money. Then the robber turned around. The superhero couldn't wait any longer. The robber was hugged tightly and thrown to the floor. Everyone around gathered to massage the robber. The supporting robber ran away. Two women standing outside the car fell prey to two robbers on a motorbike. Two men stopped their motorbikes, jumped off, and threatened two women to rob them. The superhero in the car understood the situation and immediately took out his weapon to chase the robbers. The robbers passively split up and ran away, leaving their motorbikes behind. The bank employee opened the door to welcome the guests. Outside was a couple who rushed in and announced that they wanted to rob money. The security guard immediately stopped them and pushed the two robbers away. The superhero appeared with the old costume in hand. The two robbers became pitiful. They ran away and then collapsed. The superhero was standing at the supermarket checkout when a masked robber opened the door from behind and walked in. The guy pushed the superhero aside to directly threaten the cashier. The superhero was just waiting for that moment. From behind, the superhero immediately rushed forward, disarming and wrestling the robber to the floor. His arms were as hard as steel, making the robber unable to move. Jewelry store robbery was caught on camera. A woman tried to hold the door open as armed. Hammer-wielding robbers rushed in. The staff inside tried to hold the door still, but could not resist the robbers' strength. They passed the first barricade and rushed in like a storm. The second checkpoint appeared. The superhero grasped the situation very quickly and reacted extremely professionally. With weapons in hand, he immediately overwhelmed the robbers. The robbers immediately ran away. The police received the report and gave chase. The robbers will have to pay the price before the law.